guys, Dan from Smoking Dan's here. Today I've dusted off my old trusty Weber Master Touch and we're going to be cooking up some stuff on here. I will be doing some more videos and I'm going to show you how I set the grill up for the certain cook I do, because there's many methods of setting grills up. But first things first, got a couple of firelighters in the bottom grate. We've got our charcoal baskets over it in one side of the grill. So this means one side will be direct charcoal only, the other side will have nothing under it. This gives us a safe zone for when we're cooking over one side. But not only that, once you've got colour, you can then move it to the indirect side, put the lid on, it will act like an oven, still cooking it without burning it. Fill the chimney up. So we've lit our firelighters down there, as you can see, nice big flames. Got a couple under there. Put my chimney on top with the charcoal in. The chimneys are brilliant. They're very good and very quick at getting charcoal started. This will be all ready to cook on, literally to cook on straight away in about 10-15 minutes. This is lumpwood charcoal I'm using. The idea, obviously, there's only one way the flame can go up, and it's only up. So it just catches all the charcoal a lot quicker, and they're brilliant in these styles of barbecue. So once that's fully lit, we'll dump it out into the charcoal baskets, get our grate on, let the barbecue warm up. So while that's getting lit, I've got some chicken thighs here, because we're going to be doing some chicken thighs, grilled chicken thighs with a white Alabama sauce. So all I've done with these, I've just seasoned them with salt. Nothing else, just salt. We're going to keep it very simple. So we've got our white Alabama sauce that I've already pre-made up on there. That consists of 270 grams of good quality mayonnaise, about 185 grams of cider vinegar. We've got 25 grams of lemon juice. We've got half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of chipotle chili flakes. We've got a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. We've got chicken stock cube. Put it in a little bit of water, just made a paste, and then we've got about 1.5 tablespoons of cracked black pepper. It might sound a lot, but trust me, it's awesome. And half a teaspoon of salt. So this is very, very tangy white sauce, but it goes so well with the chicken, you'll be very surprised. It's one recipe that I was sceptical about, but once I cooked it, that's it, I was off. Cooking it, tweaking little bits, made it my own sort of sauce with a few flavours in there that I like. So now we're fully blazing. Just be very careful, you can wear gloves if you wish. Just pick the chimney up, we're going to empty it into both the charcoal containers. I'm going to shuffle it around with some tongs just to even it out a little bit. So now that's in there. So get some gloves on, some heat-proof gloves, and drop our grate in. We're going to give that a couple of minutes to build up some heat on their grates, and we'll get the chicken on. So, flip them over on the skin side, get that crisp. And again, we're grilling, so we won't tend to use the lid at this stage. If thing starts going a bit wild, like that, there we go, look at that. You can move it away, move it around. You can hear that fat bubbling away. Like I say, that's what you would class as a flare-up. So if it gets a bit too feisty and you don't know what to do, move it over to the other side, the cooler side. There's nothing worse than having a full barbecue of coals and having nowhere to put them. Put anything safely. Because all you'll end up with is a load of sausages or whatever you're cooking wasted. We're looking for colour, not for it to be burnt to death. This is why we keep it moving. So now I'm happy with the colour I've got at this stage of the grilling. We're going to place these on the indirect side. And then this is where we can then shut the dome, bring the temperature of the oven up, and these will just cook like they would be in the oven, but we've got that grilled flavour. What we're going to end up doing, I've got my trusty thermopen here. I highly recommend you getting some sort of digital thermometer. Thermopen's my choice, but we're going to probe the chicken, getting a temperature. We want it to be at least sort of 74 degrees. I tend to like taking my chicken that is on the bone a little bit further, because then it can just fall off the bone. You're not almost pulling it off the bone. That's personal preference, obviously. So we're going to get the lid on. Once these are nearly cooked, probably, I don't know, 50, 55 degrees internal. Like I say, we're going to be looking at trying to get it to 75 and past that. We're going to dip them straight into our white Alabama sauce. So now, let's check on it. It's been about 10 minutes. What we're going to do is just rotate them, move them about, because not all of them are going to get the same heat as such. There's going to be hotter areas than others. So I'll stick the lid on for another 10 minutes and we'll see how we get. Right, in another 10 minutes we're going to just check on these. Well, I'm reading 55, 58. So now this is where we're going to dunk our chicken. Get our Alabama white sauce. Just going to get him right in there. Which we've really coated. We're going to do this with all of them. So now they're all done, you can start seeing on them two back ones, which are the first ones I've done, the colour that's starting to really get into that chicken now, absorbing into it. I'm just going to keep building that up. Right, lid back on. Give it about 5 minutes or until that sauce looks set, and we're going to dunk them again. We're going to So, another 10 minutes gone. Definitely getting a layer of that tasty sauce on there. So let's have a look. Keep checking. Look at that. Doesn't that just look tasty? You know that's going to be good. There we have it. Beautiful coating on the outside of that chicken. Take you in. Let's have a look. Look at it. Lovely. So we're going to temp it and see what we're reading. About 83, 84. That is what I'm after. About 84, 85. About 81. Right, we're going to be taking these off. Right, a little tip. Now that half is obviously dirty where we've been basting and dipping all the chicken in, we've still got that fire going. So, get your gloves on. Turn it over. Now the fire will burn that off so you can move it around, get all any other little bits, and then we can just then wire brush that and ready to cook again. So guys, there we have it. Beautiful tray. Chicken thighs with that lovely coating on them. I've just finished it off with a bit of mayonnaise that I've just thinned down with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. But you can just tell they're going to be some tasty buggers, I tell you. So we're going to have a bit of a try, see how we've done. Just give a close up of him. He looks good. Lovely colour. You can tell that all that sauce is just basted on them. Right, let's do this. Now that is a winner in my book. Check it out. Still juicy. Look at that. Beautiful. So, get your Webbers lit up or any other barbecues you've got in the garden. Get outside, give these a try. They're phenomenal. They're just so good. And easy. They took about an hour to do. You can prep the sauce in ahead of time to make it that little bit easier. Couldn't be more simpler than this, in my opinion. So tasty, so juicy. So give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment down below if you've got any questions. I'm happy to help as best as I can. See you next time. Cheers.